Part 1. Have you ever found yourself in a conversation feeling disconnected, unsure of what you're really communicating or how others perceive you? Maybe you've sat quietly in a group, unsure of what to reveal about yourself, or struggled to understand why others behave the way they do. It's a feeling many of us have. This constant tension between what we know about ourselves and what others know about us. It's a challenge that can leave us feeling isolated and misunderstood. But what if the key to building deeper, more meaningful relationships lies in understanding the invisible spaces between you and others? Spaces that can only be unlocked by increasing self-awareness and improving communication. What if we could begin to understand not just what we know about ourselves, but also what others see in us and vice versa? This is where the Johari Window comes into play, an incredibly powerful tool designed to help you gain deeper insight into your own behavior, perceptions, and relationships. Created by psychologists Joseph Luft and Harry Ingham in the 1950s, the Johari Window is a model that allows us to map out the dynamic relationship between what we know about ourselves and what others know about us. It's a map that helps us navigate self-awareness and ultimately authentic connection with others. Imagine a window, a literal lens through which you can look at yourself and your relationships. Through this lens, we see 4 distinct areas of our identity: the open, the blind, the hidden, and the unknown. These 4 quadrants represent different dimensions of self-awareness. Some things we are fully conscious of, others that are known only to others, and still others that remain hidden even from ourselves. In this journey, we will explore how understanding these quadrants can help us expand our open area, the part of us that is shared with others, fostering better communication, trust, and deeper connections. It is through feedback and self-disclosure that we can open new windows to who we truly are. As we embark on this journey, ask yourself, how much of myself am I truly sharing with others? How much of what I communicate is understood? And most importantly, how can I open up to greater self-awareness and connect more deeply with the world around me? Part 2. Let's start by diving into the first quadrant of the Johari Window, the open area. This is the part of yourself that is known both to you and to others. It's the aspect of you that you openly share, your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors that are visible to the people around you. The more we reveal to others in this area, the more trust and openness we build in our relationships. However, here's an interesting question. How much of your open area are you actively expanding? Most of us naturally engage in self-disclosure, sharing stories, ideas, and emotions with the people closest to us. But when we hold back, when we hesitate to open up, our relationships can start to feel distant. The open area shrinks, and we unintentionally build walls between ourselves and others. But the beauty of the Johari Window is that we have the ability to actively expand this open area. One way we do this is through feedback, asking others for their input on our actions, thoughts, and behaviors. When we invite feedback from people we trust, we can gain a clear understanding of how others perceive us and adjust our own self-awareness accordingly. It's not just about sharing what we know, but about receiving information from others that helps us grow. Think about a time when someone gave you constructive feedback, maybe a colleague, a friend, or even a family member. How did you feel when they pointed out something you hadn't noticed about yourself? It might have been uncomfortable at first, but chances are that feedback helped you see yourself more clearly. That moment of discomfort might have been the key to expanding your open area, enabling you to connect more authentically with others. As you reflect on this, ask yourself, How often do I seek feedback from those around me? How open am I to receiving feedback, even when it's difficult? Part 3. Next, let's look at the blind area, the part of yourself that others know but you don't. It's an area that can be difficult to confront because it requires feedback from others to uncover. This could be anything from a physical habit you're unaware of, like constantly fidgeting during conversations, to the way you come across in social situations. How your tone might unintentionally shut others down, or how your body language might create a wall between you and your audience. It's easy to ignore the blind area because, well, it's blind. You can't see it, and neither can you fix it on your own. But here's where the Johari window becomes even more powerful. The more we actively invite feedback from others, the more we start to shed light on this hidden aspect of ourselves. This is why creating an environment of trust and openness is so important. When others feel comfortable enough to point out these blind spots, it's an opportunity for you to grow. Consider this. Think about a time when someone revealed something about you that you hadn't noticed. Maybe a colleague pointed out that you tend to interrupt during meetings, or a friend told you that you don't always listen when they speak. While it may feel uncomfortable at first, this kind of feedback opens the door to growth. When you become aware of your blind spots, you can begin to adjust your behavior and communication in more positive ways. This brings us to a critical point in your journey: the courage to ask for feedback. It takes vulnerability to open up to others and ask them to reflect on your actions. But in doing so, you take an active role in broadening your awareness and becoming a more effective communicator. And the best part? The more feedback you receive, the more your blind area shrinks and your open area expands. Part 4. Let's now explore the hidden area, the part of yourself that you know, but choose not to reveal to others. This might be deeply personal information, fears or desires you've kept to yourself, maybe even from people who are closest to you. The hidden area is filled with secrets, but not necessarily the negative kind. It could simply be your private thoughts, things you feel are too personal to share, or that you're still working through internally. One of the most profound ways to increase your self-awareness and build stronger relationships is by choosing to disclose more from the hidden area. When you share parts of yourself that you've been keeping hidden, whether it's a passion, a fear, or a vulnerability, you create deeper connections with others. Sharing allows them to understand you better and gives them the opportunity to respond with empathy and support. This process of self-disclosure can feel scary, but it's also liberating. By opening up, you create the possibility of being seen and understood. In relationships, this kind of honesty fosters a mutual exchange where both parties feel heard and valued. Think about someone you trust deeply. What is it about them that makes you feel comfortable revealing the parts of yourself that you've hidden from others? Self-disclosure is the key to moving from a place of superficial connection to a space of authenticity and intimacy. Part 5. Finally, let's examine the unknown area, the part of yourself that neither you nor others know. It's the mystery of who you are, waiting to be discovered. This area is rich with potential. It's where your hidden talents, unexpressed dreams, and unrealized potential lie. The unknown can seem daunting, but it's also full of possibility. How do we explore this unknown territory? Through experiences, by stepping outside our comfort zones, trying new things, and challenging ourselves. The more you push yourself, the more you uncover aspects of your personality, abilities, and passions that you never knew existed. And sometimes, this exploration involves receiving feedback and disclosing parts of ourselves that we've never shared before. the journey of self-discovery never truly ends. As we expand the open area, reduce the blind area, and reveal parts of the hidden area, we begin to peel back the layers of the unknown. And the more we learn about ourselves, the more we open up to new experiences, growth, and connection with others.